Oh, wait. Let's put on the comments. Acne and ingrown pads. Hey, curl up. How are you? How is your Tuesday going? Okay, there we go. How are you doing, my dear? So great, and you? I am doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm well rested. Oh God, you do anything exciting for Martin Luther King Day? We just honestly slept most of the day, so it wasn't really anything. We didn't really go to the parade or anything. Let me just move this over. But it was a good day to catch up on sleep. Sometimes you just need to like sleep all day or just rest all day, and that's what we did. But did you do anything exciting? Go to any parades? I know back in college we would do the parades, me and my sorority. Also, this is the wine that's in the salon today. It has been getting good reviews. People have been liking it. It's a rosé wine. Hey Dimbo, how are you? I'm trying to do these with these names. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Get this together. Yeah, so this has been good reviews. People liking this one. Rosé. Part of me wants to pour a glass right now while we're talking about acne and ingrowns. So I'll wait a little bit as I'm greeting. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. I thought I'd go on live in between clients. It's a good time to do it. Just looking at all the things I've set up in this room, and honestly, it is a blessing. To be here. I don't need to drink wine though, because I'm going no carbs and eating healthy. All right, so let's just get into it. So I have a list of how the show is going to go. It's basically how my IG lives have gone. It goes the greetings as people come in, join into the room. I'll greet you. We'll talk about whatever's going on. Like today we talked about the wine or just random stuff. Martin Luther King Day was yesterday. Then we will go into announcements, which I do have 3 very important announcements. The first announcement is the Acne ingrown pads are on pre-sale. So first of all, I'm very thankful that they have been being sold out often. So very thankful for that. Doing the pre-sale, which they are $30 plus free shipping. If you hate Bridget's, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Going over announcements. So they are $30 free shipping. And you can, if you're not on my email list, you can DM me to get that link for that. And yeah, they are on pre-sale up until the 26th, which is my birthday. Aquarius, if there's any Aquarius out there. So yeah, that is what's going on. The acne and ingrown pads is actually what the topic is today, so I won't go into it right now during announcements. Hold on, this thing is dying. All right. But since today is about acne and ingrowns, I'll talk about how I started them, why I started them. I have a few questions on the whiteboard. about them. So that's the first announcement. The second announcement is the mini course for professionals. That is up. You can enroll now. It will start March 1st. I've added a few things to it. I'm very excited for it. So I am not good at marketing this, and I'm going to get better at marketing it, because I've had people ask me about, what are some ways to start Salon Suite, and I don't point them to the mini course, and I need to get in the habit of doing that. So the second announcement is enrollment is up. You can enroll now, and then it starts March 1st, and there's payment plans too, so you can like enroll and then do a payment plan for it. But basically it is all the things that you do to set up your Salon Suite or salon to be on your own. So it's making price lists and price sheets. It is learning how to follow up with your clients and following up where you're not annoying them, but following up where it's effective, where you're making product sales and getting people to book. And there's a way to do that I have mastered. There is working events. What I take to events, what I've learned from events, I've learned so much from events, and I've learned also how to make it work for me. And I putting information into the event section that's things that have helped me, be successful at events. What else? Tapping into my personal connections. When I first started, I texted everyone in my phone and was just like, hey, I'm opening. I gave them a discount code. That got family members and friends on board. My first client was actually one of our friends. And it was a $10 brow wax. It was a special I did. And so the first client I had opening up 3BWAXING. I should clarify that. So that's another one of the lessons. A big lesson in the mini course is Acuity. I go and show you my screen and I show you how to set up Acuity booking system. I find that Acuity is a really good system to use for booking with your clients. You can sell products on it. Like if you do the pre-sale this time around, I'm doing it through Acuity. You can do packages, and their Acuity is good. Their free option has a lot of options. So don't think you need to spend a lot of money with a scheduling system, because I think their scheduling system is really well. And how I even got started with it is that some waxers I knew in my area, there was like three of them that were, starting their own salon or thinking about it at the same time. And we all were looking through Acuity. And so that is the mini course. So if you click the link in the bio, go to professionals, and then it says the 15-day mini course. You can also get a preview of a video I did on working events and 3 ways to attract clients working events. And it's 3 specific ways. So it gives you a preview of what will be in the mini course. The third announcement is number 3 is I will be out of the salon from this Friday to next Thursday. So I'll be back in the salon the 31st of January. So if you are trying to book an appointment, definitely if you want to get in for the end of the month, either get in Tuesday, Wednesday, or probably not today, but Wednesday or Thursday of this week, and then or book your appointment for the 31st. So I'll be back, which the 31st is getting pretty booked because I know people booked out and planned around their schedule. So those are my 3 announcements. Yeah, that's what I got. So welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. Welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. I'm Becca, your pro waxer and skin therapist since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, and ingrowns through waxing and chemical peels in Santa Ana, California. Hey, Candace. How do I say? I have my own product line, which is my exfoliating pads. that have been sold in the US, the UK, and in Canada. Hey Eb, D's, welcome. Then sold in the US, the UK, Canada, and the AE. I have my acne and ingrown pads, which we're going to talk about today. I have my fruit enzyme pads. And then I also have my brightening pads, which I do think I will be discontinuing my brightening pads. That's a whole nother episode. But right now, we'll be talking about the acne and ingrown pads, so I won't need to discuss them much. But the fruit enzyme pads, they have organic fruit enzymes in them. So they are, if you need something not as strong as the acne and ingrown pads. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show, Bear and Lush Company. Welcome. So, yeah, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. How are you? And then I do help estheticians start their own salon suite, start their own product line. Anything I've done, I help them do. So, yeah, and you can connect with me through my ebooks or my Pick My Brain calls or my mini course. Another way to connect with me is I have a ton of freebies. So if you click the link in the bio, and then there are freebies on skincare, waxing, Brazilian waxing. If you want more information about any of these, frequently asked questions. I have how to attract clients for estheticians, how to follow up with clients, how to pick up wax. The pickup wax actually may not be up, but I have a ton of freebies. You get connected on my email list, and then on my email list, I send out information. So I usually let people know when I'm going live, but I didn't send it out today because today I've been very busy. So yeah. So if you find this information valuable, please hit the little arrow down below and share it with somebody who is wanting to fix their acne and their ingrowns. And yeah. So let's get into it. So the acne and ingrown pads. So how I started them is that I can't, there's a delay on here because the Wi-Fi is bad. So there's kind of a slow delay. But the acne and ingrown pads is, so I was working at a large waxing company, and they had pads there too. And I had noticed that a lot of people were getting acne and like ingrowns from doing waxing, because that's what I did the most of. And I knew, and I was working at a gym. So at the gym, I noticed that people really liked having pads. They really liked having, hey, Cake Arts. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. So remember, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Hey, Adore Steams. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. So I noticed that people were getting a lot of ingrowns, and I've always been a person who is prone to ingrowns. And waxing and exfoliating really helped me because I used to get them the point where I would get boils. So I knew that salicylic and glycolic acid were the ingredients that, were the ingredients that helped with ingrowns and acne. But one thing I really wanted to add was lactic acid. Lactic acid, it exfoliates but also moisturizes because it's derived from milk and sugars. So I wanted to find something that had all three. And then at the time I was looking for a calming agent, which was aloe. So I was researching, and then, well, actually, I was looking for a calming agent, lavender, originally. So in my mind, I was like, I want something that's pad form. I want something that has salicylic, something that has glycolic, something that has lactic, and something that has possibly lavender. in pad form. So I found a lab that would do it. They would do lactic, salicylic, and glycolic with aloe. And I was like, oh, cool, that's cool. You know, I started selling that. That was a huge, that was just a huge milestone. That was something that, like, it, you know, I guess the word is manifestation, but it like happened. Like, you know, people were loving the product and that kind of thing. So I had that product. People got I had a book on, okay, this is the lab and all that stuff. People, estheticians purchased it. It was, you know, really good. And then in 2019, 2018, the end of 2018, I did a big order, and I've emailed this to people who are close to me. I did a big order with the lab, and it was messed up. And then they also were changing it, and I didn't like some of the things that were being changed. And so I decided I wanted to look for a new lab. And in my email that I sent out to those of you who are on my email list, you guys know, is that I may go back to them. I still stay in contact with my contact there, which is really cool. But at the time, it was just a business move to leave. So then I found another company who would private label my pads. And one thing about 2019, it was all about being specific and, you know, targeting, that kind of thing. So my pads were, I made 3 pads. Acne and Ingrown, the brightening, and the fruit enzyme. So that way there was a variety, because the pads are good with acne, discoloration, and those kind of things. But I thought having 3 would be good for people who have discoloration but they don't have acne, or people who need some chemical exfoliation but they don't have like ingrowns or anything. They don't need something as strong. So that's when I came out with the acne and ingrown pads, the fruit enzyme pads, and the brightening pads. So I did a pre-sale last January. $30 is what I'm doing now, the pre-sale. Pre-sales are fun. You guys love them, and then it's just kind of fun. And it did really well. I think I am going, like, since I've just learned, just by being in business, like, everything kind of adjusts. You learn things. And I think the acne and ingrowns do really well with brightening as well. And the brightening, I may just, it's not as popular. I may just do the acne and ingrown fruit enzymes. So come to 2020, we still have the acne and ingrown. So what I wanted to talk about is what the benefits are of doing it. Hey, Kels. How are you? So the benefits of exfoliating with a chemical exfoliant. So that's the first one. Hey, we're talking about the acne and ingrown pads, kind of going into it. I also have an example of the pads. It's my personal one, so it doesn't have a label on it, but I'll still show it. Why, thank you. How are you? I am doing good. Thank you. I'm well rested, so that's for sure. So, chemical exfoliants. Let's just go into physical and chemical exfoliants. And this is something, if you have sensitive skin, chemical exfoliants are really good for it. That's why I even thought of the pads, because chemical is going to loosen up the cells that hold the skin together, and your physical exfoliants are going to remove the dead skin on top. So if you have any questions about that, let me know, because it makes sense for me because I'm always talking about it. But if you need clarification, let me know. So they're chemical exfoliant. They're good for sensitive skin, so you can use them on your face. You can use them on your underarms, your chest, your stomach, your Brazilian area, your legs, which I usually say you don't want to use them on your legs because it's just not cost effective. I mean, if that's in your budget to do it, but usually for most people it's not cost effective. I've had people use them on their thighs. That's pretty much, you could probably get one thigh from each pad, like get the whole thigh. But that's one thing about them. They're chemical exfoliants, so they're good for that. The salicylic acid in them is 2%. And what it does is it goes into the pore and then pulls out the bacteria up to the top. So if you have active bumps or acne, you're pulling that stuff out. It also has glycolic acid. Glycolic eats away at the dead skin cells. So it's exfoliating chemically as well, but it's like little Pac-Man going at the top of the dead skin cells. So if you have the salicylic working, that's pulling the bacteria out on top of the skin, and then you have the glycolic working, then you are, doing a lot. And then if you mix the lactic with it, the lactic's going to exfoliate as well because it's chemical exfoliate, eat away at the top dead skin cells. But because it has a moisturizing property, because it's derived from milk and sugars, then it's going to moisturize the skin and help the skin with dark spots. So that's all the things that it's doing. And let me show you what one looks like. I have one in my purse. All right. So I won't show you the bottle because it's messy, because it's my personal one that I use in the bathroom. But so this is what they look like. Little pads like this. And they are well moisturized. Actually, these are they're stronger. What's the word I'm trying to say? They're saturated more than my previous ones that I first started out with. These things are have a lot of moisture in them. Another thing about the acne and ingrown pads, that the new ones that I have versus when I first started, is that these ones are a lot stronger. They're more concentrated than my first ones, and you can smell it. It almost kind of smells like eucalyptus. But if you have acne on your face, you would take the pad, do this at night. You can put your moisturizer on top, or you cannot, depending on how you feel, like if you feel like it's too heavy or not. And then the next day you would rinse it off, cleanse and all that. Then you want to wear sunscreen, because anytime you're exfoliating your face, you are exfoliating the dead layer, so you're getting new skin. And you don't want that new skin to be damaged by the sun. Hey, Street Gypsy. Welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. Welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. And a third time, so you remember, welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. So, that's how you use them. For your bikini line, you do the same thing, at night. You can also use them in the daytime. Like, say you put it on your bikini line in the day, then you could rinse it later and leave it on while you're at work and stuff. This is a Koji sponge. No, it's actually a pad. It's an exfoliating pad. So we're talking about the acne and ingrown pads that are good for acne and ingrowns. Oh yeah, no worries. So it's chemical exfoliant, and I'm going to save this live. It'll stay up. But yeah, good question. So since new people are coming in every so often, we're talking about acne, the acne and ingrown pads, how they, what they do, the ingredients in them. Thank you. Yes, they are disposable, and they're strong too. So we were talking about how strong they were, and those kind of things. And so they're good for if you have acne, or even if you just want to exfoliate. They're good for your bikini line, those kind of things. So I wrote some questions. I don't know if it's bad because it's my personal one and I don't want to waste it, just throw it away. But I had some questions that may come up about the pads. And there's 40 pads in each jar. Okay. So we already talked about, here's the questions I had. Yeah, all the time. So ingredients in the pads, we already talked about that salicylic, glycolic, and the lactic. There's some other soothing ingredients. I keep this on my website, so you can see them there. And then if you've been on my email list, you have gotten them personally. There's no parabens in them, so parabens can clog the skin, especially if you're a waxer, a person who gets waxed. There's no alcohol. That's another important thing that I wanted in my pads, even before I had the new one. So my old ones didn't have alcohol either. Now, not all alcohol is bad, and one day I'll probably do a live about this, but not all alcohol is bad. In my opinion, I didn't want to donate alcohol or rubbing alcohol in mine, just because I felt like I didn't want to dry out the skin with salicylic and alcohol. I wanted to be get rid of acne, but also a soothing experience. I don't know if you guys have ever had acne products that you just felt were just so drying to your skin. Hey, Saint. The other question I had was the benefits of the pads. About that, it does help with dark spots, acne. It's an exfoliant. How Street Gypsy was saying, it's disposable. It's easy to use. Because I was working at the gym, is that I knew a lot of people who were on the go all the time. So it was helpful for them. When she said stings a little, yeah, if you have like strong acne, you are going to feel a tingle. And if you are a person who doesn't like a lot of steps into your routine, this is a really good thing that makes it easy. So for your men, if your husband or boyfriend need a pad or need to start exfoliating, the pads are good because it's easy for them. Even getting in your teenagers into it, I have a few clients who have their teenagers use them, and it's a good way to start getting them to use pads. Oh, she's talking about alcohol. Yeah, alcohol will be burnt. That's the other thing. There's no alcohol in them, and alcohol can be really that burny feeling. It'll work. Okay, and then how to use the pads. Now, I do tell you, and I have a YouTube video on this about how to use them. Hey, Josh. So one thing on how to use them is, I think that everyone should do a patch test. I know people don't really be doing patch tests because it can be kind of annoying, but it's a good thing to try. Is when you first get the pads, and this is a good way, like a sensitivity test. That's what is on the label. And I can actually show you the labels. So a sensitivity test is to see how you would need to use it. So I tell people, put it on and then wait 15 minutes and then let it sit and then rinse it off for your first time using it. And that's just a good way to see, like, oh, can I go stronger? Is it good? Am I a person who can leave it on for the whole day? Am I a person who can leave it on for just the night? It just kind of sees where you're at. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is reviews, which I am horrible at collecting reviews on the pads, but I mean, people tell me all the time, like, oh, I love them, I really should just be like, can I just video you? But then I don't even remember to video, honestly. But people have seen improvement in their acne on their face, and then also their back knee. Hey, Mrs. Max Skincare. Welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. Welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3BWAXING Show. So, yeah. They've helped people with their waxing. So the reason why I even started the pads is because I wanted people's hair, first of all, their ingrowns, and then their hair to come out easier for them. So you can tell now, like my regulars who have stopped waxing or not stopped waxing, stopped exfoliating for the winter or got a little lazy, how their hair comes out is different. So it will really help your hair come out better using pads, using chemical exfoliant. Because what exfoliating does, and this is something a wax trainer taught me, is that if you can think of hair like cement in a pole, and if you loosen up the cement, the pole comes out. So here is, this is what the labels look like. So when you order, the jar will look like this. This is actually a fruit enzyme pad. These are the labels. And then I posted it when I posted how it's going to be it's on pre-sale for $30. And I'm actually really proud of these labels. It actually has the drug facts labels. I spent a few months researching and making sure the right labels. I wanted the label to be how I want it. So yeah, because when you have salicylic in a product, you have to have drug facts, according to the FDA. So, yeah. So, that's all I got for you today. I actually have a client really soon. I thought I'd do this in between my clients. If you have any questions, drop them below. So thank you for joining. Thanks for those who are catching the replay. I will leave this on replay. I have been since December doing the 3BWAXING Show. I really just posted about it recently because it was in trial. I was trying it out and it's been going well so far. I'm excited about some things that are happening. But Tuesdays are product highlight. I will be doing the acne ingrown pads or the fruit enzyme pads once a month, just because it is my product, and always be reminded of the benefits and those kind of things, because with marketing you'll have to say it a bunch of times. And then Wednesdays are esthetician education, so I will be talking about how ways to have a product line. So basically I came up with this whole list because I kept getting that question every time I went on live. So I came up with a whole list of things you can do if you don't have a product, like how to start. And so I'll be going over that tomorrow. And then Thursday is Q&A. We decided, from doing the 3BWAXING show, we decided that Thursdays were best Q&A. If you've been a part of the 3BWAXING show before this, it was Mask Thursdays, but honestly, it's better as a product highlight, included with the product highlight. And then Fridays are all about waxing. So Friday's topic will be about leg waxing because we'll start February going into leg waxing. And I have some good things about that I'm excited about. It's just a lot of good things happening. So if there are no questions, thank you for joining. And then if you need to grab, again, I'll say this again, if you need to grab your exfoliating pads, the Acne and Ingrown pads, change your life, then I don't have the special running. If you click the link in the bio, you have to, if you're not on my email list, then you'll just DM me and then I can send you the link. I've been doing that all this morning. So DM me, I'll send you the link to purchase. And then one thing I forgot to tell people, like I sent out and I forgot to tell people, but I'm just telling them individually, is in the notes area, put your address. Thanks for the hearts. It's a delay, so I'm sorry if I'm not getting to your questions or anything. There's a major delay because of our Wi-Fi. But please put your address in the notes section, and then that's what I'll use for sending it out. But yeah, so that's all I got for you. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. I'm gonna have a good Tuesday. I am going to church tonight, and I'm on the dance team, so I'm excited about that. So have a good Tuesday, and then I will see you tomorrow.